chat, are you prepared? Because it's time for what you've been waiting for.
That is kind of cilantro heavy. Hi, chat. I have to eat a salad. Oh. I gotta eat a something. And these salad kits were going bad. Or we're going to go bad. Boy, extra protein.
I was gonna say shrimp for your salad.
Hi, chat. Thank you so much for the raid, Serona. Hello, Flesh Person. Hello, Bog Witch. Wait a second. Someone else post a message. Because... Hold on. Serona and or Lixie, post a message. It can literally just be a dot. Wait, Bogwitch. Hold on. You're a first-time chatter. You say you were summoned here by a snonk, but you weren't part of Serona's raid party because you don't have the Raider from border around your name. Who the fuck are you? Welcome to stream. I'm glad to have you. See, that's the thing I was baffled by. Twitch lied about me raiding. Bog is from Rona stream. Okay. Huh. You know, the dressing on this, it kind of tastes like yeah, it's got like chicken seasoning on it. It tastes like chicken seasoning a little bit. The dressing,
It's weird.
it's got like a pepperiness to it. Oh, we hopped from Rona stream the picosecond before the raid started. I see. So you went out of your way to look me up. My goodness. Well, welcome to the stream. You're gonna have to sit here and watch me eat a salad for the next 15 minutes. Because I do need to fuel my body. But, what were y'all up to, Serana? Hmm? Hi, Pio. Chat. We've got some scary fights planned for today. And I don't want to do them. But we have to. I slept all afternoon and only showed up 5 seconds before the raid launched. Well, I'm glad you made it on time, Lixie. And to be fair, how long do I have before y'all go bop off for Dro stream? See, now the real tech is if Bogwitch isn't part of the polycule, that means I might be able to keep them when the inevitable Dro exodus happens. Staving off the eternal closing darkness by investigating the murder of a TV star by psychic brain parasites in Outer Worlds. Got it. Was that the game that was like... Oh god, it's like by the Fallout New Vegas people? Unfortunately, Bog doesn't even visit my streams and will leave for Dro stream. So what I'm hearing is that I have approximately 12 minutes to get Bog suckered into my polycule and detach them from yours. This is a joke. I do not have a polycule. I simply have 2 partners. That depends. Do you believe Twinkies are like bones? Yeah, the soft, spongy exterior of a Twinkie is the only way to keep the soft, or to protect the production of cream/blood from radiation. That's why we produce blood in our bones. And Lixie, you stream at weird hours. I was gonna say, what time zone are you in, Bogwitch? I stream literally at Dress hours. That's true. Tomorrow, you absolutely do. Maybe a little later, but like... Bog's not in the queue. Bog's just well, sapient marshland that we've decided to treat like a wild deer to be scritched and petted. This Mayflower person understands the Twinkie Bone connection they get to live. Do I get to do more than live? Do I also maybe get a follow and to join the Discord? Also, actually, fuck it. Tamaru people. And I should say Sorona people because I got the raid from Sorona. No disrespect meant, Sorona. I just associate the polycule the most with Tamaru because I think she was the first one in my community. You all showed up around the same time, around the Shadow the Hedgehog streams. Point being, for those of you who haven't done it, we have a little link pinned to the top of chat right now, where you can submit your OCs for me to use them as a nickname inspiration for the various Pokemon I catch in my Nuzlocke. We've got some encounters coming up if we're able to make the Aqua Hideout, so we are kind of running low on names. Thank you, Pyo. Thank you very much for the gift sub, Pyo. This is how I save your liver, is I just keep getting your gift subs. You can't buy absinthe if you're too busy gifting me subs.
Malort for you, bitch.
What is Malort?
I think it's some kind of wine or wine adjacent. That thing stinks.
It's different from Merlot.
I've never had it, but it is very interesting.
Hi, Skitty. I know, right? And Cascadia. Holy, so many people. I'm just sitting here eating my salad. That's true. The last stream was prefaced with "wanna see me do it scared." Is it a good salad? It's pretty alright. I'll admit, I don't think I like it as much as the other, like, southern chicken style salad kits that we do. Also, Skitty, I know you haven't been in here in a minute, but I just want you to know, Freakin' It has become one of the most valuable members of our team. That little Kecleon has done so much for us, and likely will continue to do more today.
And I still miss pizzas.
I love when a joke character starts popping off. Well, Freakin' It has absolutely incredible stats. Common Marlowe descriptors according to Google: botanical / bitter, wormwood, grapefruit, pith, dandelion root, kinin, industry chemical, gasoline, kerosene, burning rubber, pencil shavings, cleanser. Jesus. Also, Pio's doing a Costco run. Wife, we need anything? Ooh.
Bags of walnuts. Because those are the only walnuts that have been good at making my secret kiss cookies.
Can I get a gallon tub of M&Ms? Ooh.
Oh,
Why am I oohing? I don't like M&Ms that much.
I love them.
She loves them.
I love them. That's my favorite candy.
She loves them. They're her favorite candy. Only like halfway through the salad.
I do art commissions for M&Ms. I have done this at least once.
Oh, there are like pumpkin seeds in this. Hi, Critter. He really likes sitting on my lap. There he goes. Okay. I made like one more forkful, and we gotta get into it. Okay. Let's say we look at our next line. It's not this fight. It's not this fight. It's not, or it's not this fight. Grunt number 5. It is not grassy terrain. So chat, we're about to do this fight. Hey Curses, welcome to the stream. We were about to do this fight last stream, and then we realized Electrode doesn't learn Shockwave, which was really annoying. But we figured out our answer. It just required me getting a little creative. You might notice that there's another counter for a pee-pee stall. So we have to do one of those. It should be fine, though. I believe this pee-pee stall is, idiot-proofed. Like, even if we somehow fuck up the stall, it won't kill anything. Pee-pee is tall. Hashtag pee-pee moment. Alright. Blech. So, the issue with this fight was that this Gyarados has Bright Powder. It was really hard to kill. Because Electrode could chance it. Well, no, he couldn't. I mean, he could. He could just risk the 1 in 10 miss on Thunderbolt. Not really great. So what we landed on was Roserade and Slowbro. And then using Garchomp, Zoroark. I believe Zoroark's our only dark type at the moment. We really need another one of those. Corviknight. And lastly, Arcanine. So here's the idea. So one of the first problems with Gyarados, it has Dragon Dance. We don't want it to set up Dragon Dance. Second problem with Gyarados, it has Bright Powder, so all moves have a small chance to miss. What we realized is that Roserade always lives highest roll crit Earthquake or Stone Edge. And because we are faster than Gyarados, we show it a 2-hit KO with Leaf Storm, so it will never click Dragon Dance. So what we're going to do is turn 1, click Toxic. If Toxic is used by a poison type, it bypasses accuracy checks. So So it automatically hits Gyarados. It goes down in 6 turns. We are then going to swap to Slowbro. Now you might be thinking, well, hold on, April. Slowbro doesn't show a slow one-hit KO to Gyarados. How are we going to make sure that Gyarados doesn't click Dragon Dance against Slowbro? And the answer is a neat little move called Natural Gift. Now you might be saying, well, hold on, April. Natural Gift does 0% damage. Natural Gift is a move that does damage based on the berry that the user is holding. So if we give Slowbro our 1/1 blueberry, a berry that has no effect in battle, it cannot be eaten, it is just a Pokéblock ingredient, except it creates an incredibly high power physical electric type attack. 94.2% after 2 ticks of Toxic, 1 for Roserade using Toxic, 1 for the turn we swap to Slowbro. We officially show a slow one-hit KO to Gyarados, so it will not click Dragon Dance. It will just get... hi, Izzy. Welcome to stream. It will just get stuck clicking Earthquake and Stone Edge. We are going to sit on it until it is 1 turn away from death, so 6 turns total. And we are going to swap to Garchomp. We are going to teach Garchomp Poison Jab. We are never going to click Poison Jab. Garchomp coming in on critical hit Earthquake, worth noting, it never comes in on Waterfall. Because Slowbro doesn't take a lot of damage from Waterfall. Curses, what's the holy shit for? Swap to Garchomp. Garchomp knows Poison Jab. Gyarados gets us with an Earthquake for big damage. Critical hit Earthquake does 45%, so... Oh, extremely powerful berry, that's true. So we have 265 HP. Minus 120 comes out to 145. Keep that number in mind. First things first, Raichu is faster than us. The problem is that Raichu never sees a kill on us, so the AI ideally doesn't want to send in Raichu against us because we obviously outdamage it with Earthquake. We have to make sure, well, for one thing, Garchomp barely shows a fast KO to Cursola with Earthquake, so it won't get sent in. And with Go-Goat, its highest damaging move is Horn Leech. Horn Leech does 85 damage. So 85 damage divided by our lowest possible HP of 145 comes out to 58%, which is less than the max roll of Poison Jab at 62%. So the AI will prioritize sending in, so it goes faster than you and one-hit KOs you, slower than you, isn't one-hit KO'd, does one-hit KO you, faster than you, outdamages you, not slower than, wait, yeah, slower than you, but outdamages you, just faster than you, defaults, slower than you, and one-hit KO'd by you. Point is, even though we show a kill to Alolan Raichu, it doesn't matter. It's just going to get sent out because it's faster than us, and Go-Goat isn't. Raichu's going to hit the field. We show it a kill with Earthquake, so it can only go for Psychic. We never get dropped low enough to bait Grass Knot. Psychic has 15 PP. Sorry, 16 PP. We're going to swap to Zoroark, who takes 0 damage from Psychic. We then bait Discharge because we show a one-hit KO with Knockoff. We are actually going to give our Zoroark here black glasses in case something goes wrong. Psychic does no damage. It can't set up Nasty Plot because we threaten it with a one-hit KO. So it's just going to click Discharge because our HP's never low enough to bait Grass Knot. We swap back to Garchomp. We do this over and over again and over and over and over and over and over and over again. That's a lot of scary math for my scrimbled brain. It's very scary math. We nearly did it really wrong last stream too. Now, the really nice thing about this cycle, because Psychic is in the first slot, and I did double check it has 16 PP. Discharge has 15. It uses Psychic first. So it goes 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, up to 15, 15, 16. And then what we're going to do after that is, I believe we're going to be on Zoroark. No. Yes. We'll be on Zoroark when it runs out of Psychic PP, at which point it's just going to click Grass Knot. We are going to swap back to Roserade. The reason we don't just kill this Raichu, by the way, is it has Focus Band. So there's always a 10% chance it lives any one hit, unless we can knock it off. And it's just kind of difficult to do that. It would be fine. We would just use our Kecleon, except Go-Goat is coming in third here instead of second. Because we could use Freaking It to chain kill Raichu and Cursola, but if Go-Goat will be in the way, which it will, we have to get a little creative with this. So, we are going to swap to Roserade. Roserade has a Citrus Berry, so after it's hit from Gyarados, it should at least have like 30% of its max HP, worst case scenario. We swap to Roserade on a Grass Knot. We do not take a lot of damage from Grass Knot. It does at most 8 damage. Notably, with Roserade on the field, Raichu does see that it can use Nasty Plot. Thankfully, at this point, it does not matter. We are going to click Toxic. We are going to Focus Band can't prevent death from Toxic, Weather, Rough Skin, things like that. And once we click Toxic, we are going to swap to Corviknight, who is just going to click Roost for a couple turns. Because even if Raichu sets up 3 Nasty Plots, +6 special attack Grass Knot crit does a max of 35%. We heal 50% every turn with Roost. So Corviknight just stays in against this thing, spams Roost until it goes down. The reason we aren't swapping on the final turn is because if Grass Knot ends up, like, if it ends up being at, like, +6, and then Grass Knot crits, obviously we don't want that to kill Arcanine. Because the nice thing is that once Raichu goes down, Corviknight with Sharp Beak is just strong enough to show a fast one-hit KO to Cursola and a slow one-hit KO to Go-Goat. So Go-Goat comes in because Cursola is at -1 switch in priority. Ooh, it's been a minute since we've done a random Pokemon FMK. Let me finish going through the line, Serona, and then I will get to that. Okay. So once Raichu goes down, it's just going to send things out in team order, essentially. Go-Goat will hit the field because Roost heals us at the end of turn. We will always have at least 50% of our max HP. So it'll just go for highest damaging move, which is always Rock Slide. Rock Slide into Arcanine does at most 69.6%. Scary, but not end of days. Arcanine with Charcoal. One-hit KOs with Flare Blitz, outspeeds. It has nothing that can stop that. And Corviknight obviously never baits Earthquake because it's flying type. In comes Cursola. I have to check something really stupid real quick. Hold on. Although... Okay, I don't think it would matter. I'm curious if Roost affects Switch and AI. I don't think it does, because when you use Roost, you lose your flying typing until end of turn. So I'm like, if I'm not a flying type, I'd no longer show a kill to Cursola, but at that point, I no longer show a kill to Go-Goat, and it shows that it thinks it can use Earthquake on us, so it shouldn't matter. I am going to ask Dexcord about that. I am very curious. Hold on. I never had to think about this before, but Roost doesn't affect Switch in AI, right? Like, before they get to pick their Switch, the game considers you to be a flying type again. Yeah? Just an interesting thought that I hadn't considered. Again, thankfully it shouldn't matter. So in comes Go-Goat. We swap to Arcanine, who always lives one Rock Slide, outspeeds and KOs with Flare Blitz. On the following turn, out comes Cursola, who does a lot with Meteor Beam, but we also just one-hit KO it with Flare Blitz. Okay. Got the best parking at the Costco. Let's go. Yo, are you watching stream from the Costco right now? The Twitch app is dog shit on 5G. Okay. Here, I'm actually gonna go into here to pull this up. Friends, it's time for America's favorite game. Random Pokemon Generator! Fuck! Marry! Kill! The game's pretty straightforward. We are going to generate 3 random Pokemon from across the series history, and we are going to choose 1 to wed, 1 to bed, and 1 to behead. We are to assume that all Pokemon generated this way are capable of passing the Harkness test, which is that they are of sexual maturity for their species, of human or greater intelligence, and capable of communication. The only exception to this rule are Pokemon who literally fall within the subcategory of baby Pokemon, because, say it with me, folks. Nope, I skipped ahead of my script. Those Pokemon will be kicked into the wall. Should we happen to generate more than 1 baby Pokemon within the same batch, we will be re-rolling, because say it with me, chat, I'm not fucking a baby. So, with all that being said, I'm not, there we go. Hi, Rob Boss. Yeah, we kicking babies. Oh god, that's right, Rob Boss, you came in with the Smant raid, didn't you? So, like, you got your fucking, you came into this with random Pokemon FMK. Anyways, let's see who today's 3 unlucky contestants are. A bashful Poiple, a bashful Corphish, and a relaxed Zebstrika. So, relaxed Zebstrika it feels like an oxymoron. Girl, this hooked me with the fun energy. I'm glad. I feel like it probably scared a lot of people away. So, my first thought is that Corphish is nothing but spikes and vice grips. Alright. Friends, first things first. I suppose this is second thing second now. I think that Poiple has something of an intox kink. I'm just saying that thing is built with, or is filled with like neurotoxin. I'm sure that it could probably brew up a special concoction to fuck your shit up. It's got little injectors if you're into that kind of stuff, you know. And it's bashful, so it's kind of like about it. You know, you get kind of like soft-armed a little. I think. And I'm not gonna lie, Poiple's a little cutie pie. It can fly around. It can get things off high shelves for me. I appreciate that. I appreciate a partner who's willing to participate around the household and do things that I cannot. Like inject my body with poisons. And also, you know what? I bet that Poiple would be really good at helping me finally make the transition from oral HRT to injectables. Yeah, exactly, right? I think she'd be real gentle about it. I think she'd be real nice. So I think, like, the sex is good. I think the personality is good. A little cutie pie who I would not have an issue living with. I think that Poiple is absolutely wife potential. Now, as I mentioned before, nothing but spikes and vice grips. Now, the problem is that Zebstrika is also nothing but spikes, but I think that electric types kind of have the same benefit that psychic types do, where all psychic types are able to turn your prostate into a lump of coal like that. Every guy like Zebstrika, like if you're into a little bit of shocky shock, which let me tell you, it's an interesting time, especially if your beloved Poiple wife injects you with some hazy ways, you know?
Are you starting the polycule between Poiple and Zebstrika?
No, I think Poiple's in the cuck chair, but she gave me like something to kind of get me feeling a little funny beforehand. Because, like, getting the shocks while you're kind of, like, half lucid, it's a fun time. And it's a relaxed Zebstrika. Zebstrika are normally pretty high-strung, but I feel like he's, like, nice. He's kind of chill. He's kind of like, oh, yeah, I've been doing this for a while. Like, you know, hey, what's up? What's good? You know, I think he makes me feel safe. You know?
He's got snacks ready for the aftercare.
He's got snacks ready for the aftercare. He's, like, and I'm just gonna say, like, those two little horns are kind of, like, perfectly spaced apart. And I'm just saying, like, you know, you just, and then you just, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So I think this is gonna come out to Mary Poipole, fuck Zebstrika, kill Corfish. Sorry, Corfish, I do quite like Crawdaunt, but not for sex or marriage. This reasoning is terrifying, and I understand that's the point of the redeem, but I'm still deeply unseated. Rivers, Serona, sweetie, you are the one who made the request. You are the one who made the request. That's our fucking Pokemon over here. We've already scared most of the planet. Be nice to me.
Freaky in the comments today.
Again, freaky in the comments today. Furry shit is basically vanilla. What do you call, is Poipole furry shit? I feel like Poipole transitions from furry shit to monster fucker.
I think Poipole's alien shit.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of like tomato potato, you know?
No, I think it's alien shit, but then once it evolves to Meganodel, then it's like monster fucker.
But unfortunately, because like it,
Meganodel is bugs.
yeah. Well, the thing,
Meganodel is bugs.
Spikes and vice grips. My kind of woman.
it's not really a film noir voice, but I couldn't quite. I mean, do you want some kind of New Yorker to it? Nah, spikes and vice grips. That's my kind of woman.
There you go.
There we go. Ba 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 ba. God, it's gonna feel so good once we finally go to Magma Hideout and I can get these fuckers out of my thing. Okay. Just all right. Also, talking about getting that Poipole HRT, I gotta remember to take mine.
Did you take yours?
Yeah. And I actually don't have any for tonight because, oops. I would place my order today, but, yeah, they're not open. And Utility Dragon's still alive? Utility Dragon is absolutely still alive. Lixie the Flygon has done a lot for our team. Like, her stats were awful, but she really has come into her own. Again, I think you were here for the fight where she was, as I say, barely adequate. And barely adequate was truly all we needed. I think I just threw those off the floor on accident. Oh, April. No one's ever done it worse. Yep. Shitty stats, still crucial. She has a good typing, and we taught her defog. And teaching her defog was, like, the most important thing. Because she's really good at using it. Okay, let's get the actual runbun booted up. Okay, so that's right, I have to get everyone rearranged up here. We need Roserade, we need Slowbro, we need Garchomp, we need Zoroark, we need Corviknight, we need Arcanine. Okay. Probably have most of these guys in their team already. Get Rose. get bros. Ooh, we do need to keep... Oh, we have Corbinite here anyways. Garchomp. Actually, if I'm being real, I should keep Garchomp and Zoroark towards the top of the box. So I'm going to do that. Place Eldegoss there. Wonder how much XP Felice has. It's probably pretty unlikely. I don't know. Like, he's our one guy who's immune to psychic type attacks. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to keep... I mean, like, we maybe have, like... This is probably going to be the last fight we can keep Felice underleveled for and bring him. Which is, like, a little unfortunate. There is a chance that we catch a dark type after this, though, which is pretty cool. Okay. So, Roserade, you just need a Citrus Berry for a little extra survivability. Varley, you also want a Citrus Berry. As does... Felice wants black glasses. Kalen needs the blueberry. Pokeblock ingredient. It's really funny. Willow, are you... No, you need the sharp beak, not a citrus. Okay. Okay, I suppose I should leave to see my husband, who abandons me so regularly. I'm sorry, Devoru. Hopefully I'll see you later, but if not, hope you have fun. And then I think Hammy should be holding charcoal. Okay. So, we need to go get, Slowbro, Natural Gift. Which I think is just right over here. Man, Run and Bun's such a funny game. We're doing all this work to get a really powerful move that we're never going to click. Clicking it is actually bad for us because we don't want to lose the item. I think the Natural Gift Tutor is down here. Kayla wants to learn Natural Gift. Should move be deleted? Yes. Get rid of Blizzard. And that's how you freeze someone with an Asperberry. I don't think you can actually freeze. I don't believe you can afflict status with these berries, cool as that would be. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't show. And the nice thing is that Natural Gift is a physical move. Gyarados has really good special defense. Oh, decent enough special defense. Now we need to get Varley Poison Jab. Farewell, Rock Tomb. It's so nice to have, like, a bunch of Swiss Army Pokemon, finally. Like, we've hit the point in the game where you're, like, super flexible with all of your move slots, as long as you have guys who are willing to have, like, a single dedicated flex slot. I really want to get something else that has Toxic so I can free up Roserade's last move slot. I'm never going to do it, probably, but I really want to teach her Mega Drain, because Mega Drain seems absolutely fucking crazy on this thing. So it would be a base 90 power draining move, which is stronger than Giga Drain, if I'm correct. Yeah, Giga Drain's only 75. So let me just make sure. We have Poison Jab, we have a Citrus Berry, we have BEL. blueberry. Get rid of blizzard for natural gift. Export, import, shows the dose. Okay. Yeah. Poison jab. I am wondering if I give Varley the poison barb just to be like extra safe instead of the citrus. I might do that. I don't need to. It's unnecessary. I did the math. Trust in the cold certainty of math, April. 62% with no held item is still more than Hornleech. Yeah, I'd need to be below 50% max HP. Well, I need to be below 64% max HP. I have, like, literally, like, 1% too many. No, I have, like, 3% too many. Yeah, we're fine. I could give Varley the muscle band. There's nothing here. There's nothing. It's fine. It's literally okay. Okay. It's a Lily Cove. Oh, did we need any other status? Nope, just the moves. Yeah, because not getting hit by Psychic or Discharge, Rock Slide just flinches, Crusola doesn't do anything. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Let's hit it. I believe this is the one we need to go to. We need to go right, left, right, middle. We just fought that guy. I'm saving the game just in case. Yeah. Okay, she's probably the way forward, so... Is there anything that's probably... Oh. Okay, yeah, she does block the path. It's very clever. A little steel, like, girder down there barely, blocks the way up. Okay. Final vibe check. Roserade has a citrus berry, knows toxic. Varley has poison jab, has a citrus berry. Felice has black glasses, knows knockoff, and sucker punch in night days. Kaylin has a blueberry, knows natural gift, knows slack off. Willow has roost, has sharp beak. Yeah, only needs to roost like 3 times. Hamilton has charcoal and flare blitz. So it would be Rose, swaps to Kaylin, Kaylin's up there, swap to Varley. No, so we actually want to switch Felice to be there. So go Rose, swap to Kaylin, Kaylin's there, swap to Varley, and then it's these two. Okay. Send it. My stomach hurts, chat, but I'm waiting until this fight to go use the bathroom. Alright, I need people to count pee-pee with me. Out comes Gyarados, out comes Roserade. Roserade is a fast 2-hit KO with Leaf Storm, even though that's not really how that works. For that reason, Gyarados cannot use Dragon Dance. It is going to click Earthquake or Stone Edge. Neither of those kill us, even on a crit. We are going to click Toxic. Gyarados has been poisoned. That is turn 1. We did get crit. Yikes. Well, I'm glad we brought that Citrus Berry, huh? Okay. Roserade does show a kill to Waterfall, potentially. That's fine, though. We're totally okay if it clicks Waterfall into Slowbro. We are going to swap Rose to Kalen. This is turn 2 of Toxic. Earthquake. Kalen takes at most 26% without crit. Izzy, we're going to start counting once Raichu comes out. Now, because of our Blueberry, Natural Gift shows a slow 1-hit KO, which prevents it from using Dragon Dance. We are going to click Slack Off. Nice. We'll Slack Off 1. This is Slack Off 2. Gyarados is rolling good with those Stone Edge crits. Okay, this is Slack Off 3. It should have like 5% HP left. Okay. It is going to click Earthquake or Stone Edge. We are going to swap to Varley. Varley takes at most 45% from Earthquake crit. Now, if I understand this right, it should be Raichu next. Come on, no crit. Jesus! What's this Gyarados on? Okay, I really hope I did the math right then. Good. Okay. Raichu sees that Varley can 1-hit KO it with Earthquake and Bulldoze. So it's simply going to click the highest power move. In this case, that is Psychic. So, we are going to begin the PP stall. You wanted me to get a hold of you the next time I'm doing a PP stall? We have to get through 16 Psychics and 15 Discharges. They say the greatest cost to using Zoroark is the toll it takes on your mental. We have to see Zoroark come out like 15 turns. 15 Discharge. Alright, here comes Psychic number 1. We swap to Felice. It's going to look like Hamilton. "15 Psychics remain. It is going to go for Discharge. We are going to swap to Varley. "14 Discharges remain. We are going to swap to Felice. "14 Psychics remain. We are going to swap to Varley. "13 Discharges remain. Thank you for the gift sub, Partizai. We are going to swap to Felice. "13 Psychics remain. We are going to swap to Varley. 12 Discharges remain. I should wait for it to do it before I say it. We are going to swap to Felice. 12 psychics remain. We are going to swap to Varley. "11 discharges remain. We are going to swap to Felice. "11 psychics remain. We are going to swap to Varley. "10 discharges remain. We are going to swap to Felice. "10 psychics remain. We are going to swap to Varley. "9 discharges remain. We are going to swap to Felice. Sorry, this is really monotonous, chat. I gotta lock in. 9 discharges remain. Swap to Varley. Sorry, did I say 9 discharges? 9 psychics. 8 discharges remain. I mean, technically 9 discharges did remain at the time, but... Okay. 8 psychics remain. Swap to Varley. Seven discharges remain. Swap to Felice. Seven psychics remain. Swap to Varley. Six discharges remain. Swap to Felice. Six psychics remain. Swap to Varley. Five discharges. Swap to Felice. Five Psy, Burger, and Fry. Swap to Varley. Four City of Discharged. Go to Felice. Four Sick. Swap to Varley. Three's Charge. Swap to Felice. Three Chick. Swap to Varley. You're right. Two discharges. Two psychics. One discharge remains. One psychic remains. Final discharge. And this is the final psychic. Okay. This should be Grass Knot. Thankfully, if I got the math wrong here, it would be, it would always have to be discharge, which does not do that much to Roserade. It would be spooky, but it's steerable. So swap to Rose on what should be a Grass Knot. What's the most the discharge does? 33. Yeah, critical hit discharge never kills Roserade. If I somehow did it wrong. Please be Grass Knot. Grass Knot. Okay. We click Toxic. It could Nasty Plot. It's fine if it does. Okay. Special attack is at +2. We click Tox. Toxic Death Clock is 6 turns. We are going to swap to Willow. Youch. We click Roost until it dies. Yeah, I gave a little short week. Don't doubt yourself now, April. I believe Raichu only used Nasty Plot once, right? Out of curiosity. That's still too much damage. I mean, it's not, but I'd rather just play it safe. I'm just going to check Willow really quickly. Yeah, you're holding the Sharp Beak. Okay. So it should just be Go-Goat for outspeed. Because we show kills to both of them. Please tell me that I did this correctly. Go-Goat? Good. Okay. Go-Goat is just going to click highest damaging move, which is Rock Slide. Does not that much. Well, it does a decent bit to Hamilton if it crits. We are going to swap Willow to Ham. Does it most like 76% on crit? Okay. We outspeed Go-Goat. We kill it with Flare Blitz. We take no recoil thanks to Rockhead. Excellent. And then lastly, in comes Cursola, who we also one-hit KO with Flare Blitz. Thanks to Chargol. Which is good, because that Hydro Bump would fucking wreck our shit. Cool. Alright. Successfully did a pee-pee stall. Please clap. Thank you, wife. That Gyarados was fucking on some shit. Also, did anyone respond to my question about Roost? I don't believe they did. Bummer. Let's get the squad out of here. Be careful where you walk, April. Don't fuck it up. Okay. I am going to go to the restroom real quick. So I'll be back in like 5. BRB. I return. I return once more. From the distant gone. The far away. My hands are cold. My hands are quite chilly. Alright. Chat. I need as much luck as you're able to conjure for this one. This next fight is not fun. Maybe the single riskiest battle of the day. Of the entire hideout, potentially. Because I might have a relatively clean way through the next fight if I'm willing to sack something. So first, we need Roserade, Basculegion. Where are you, Basculegion? Torterra. We have multiple bunny girls present, so luck shouldn't be a problem. You know what? Izzy, you're not wrong. I need to tap into my inner strength. Into my inner hop hop lop lop. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Okay. So, Torterra, Corviknight, Dragonite, and Slowbro. Okay. Roserade technically doesn't need a held item, I don't think. Basculegion needs the spell tag. Torterra does not need soft sand, it needs the zoom lens. Confirming. Confirmed. Corviknight needs a Persimberry, and that's how you, it's the Ferrothorn trainer. Fuck that guy. The Ferrothorn is not the problem here. It can be. It can be the problem if things go wrong, but the Ferrothorn ultimately is not the problem. It's the Noivern. We'll get to that in a second, though. I don't think Dragonite technically needs anything, which is funny. And then Slowbro, we are giving it the Twisted Spoon. Okay. So, fight opens with Politoed. Politoed wants to set up permanent rain. Not a lot we can do about that. Thankfully, Roserade outspeeds and one-hit KOs with Leaf Storm. Now, we have a couple options here. If we leave Roserade at full HP, it should bait in Ferrothorn, seeing a kill with Gyro Ball. If we pre-damage Roserade slightly, we can bait in Noivern for Hurricane, or what we're actually going to do is pre-damage Roserade all the way down to 70 to bait in Hyper Voice on Heliolisk. Heliolisk is faster than us. Heliolisk is just really fucking fast. Heliolisk has Bright Powder, and that makes me want to rip my hair out. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna kill Politoed. Out comes Heliolisk. Heliolisk is required to go for Hyper Voice because it's the only thing it sees a kill with, so it won't go for Glare. We are going to swap to Basculegion, who takes 0 damage from Hyper Voice. for as much as I want to just click superpower and kill it, there is a 1% chance we miss. And that is unfortunately a little too high. Because we could do some really fun shit if we pre-damaged Basket Legion properly to get through that Ferrothorn really easy. But in order to make this as safe as possible, because if we miss that 1%, we wipe, probably. Not pros. It increases our odds of wiping pretty substantially. So we swap to Torterra. No, I suppose missing that 1% would mean we immediately lose Basket Legion. Yeah, we would wipe because we wouldn't have... Oh, hard to say. We would potentially lose a couple of guys. Torterra comes out against Heliolisk. Torterra is going to be pre-toxicked. It's going to come in on either a Thunderbolt or a Glare, both of which do 0 damage. You can't Zoom Lens? No, I'm faster than it. I can Wide Lens, but that's only a 99%. Swift Swim Basket Legion in the rain, baby. Because, like, if we could bait in Ferrothorn and guarantee that it goes for Gyro Ball, Lucario one-hit KOs it with Life Orb boosted close combat. It'll take some chip from Iron Barbs, but, like, unfortunately, Roserade can't guarantee Gyro Ball without baiting in Noivern, and if it clicks Curse, then things start to go to hell. So, Heliolisk into Basket Legion, into Torterra on a move that does 0 damage. We are then likely to bait Weather Ball, but there's a chance it's Hyper Voice. We want to, I think, pre-damage Torterra, so that after lowest roll Hyper Voice and our 2 turns of Toxic, we bait Dragon Pulse. So that way we can bait Hurricane or Dragon Pulse, I should say. Because once we take out Heliolisk, the Demon comes in. Noivern has Bright Powder. Noivern has Double Team. Noivern has Hurricane, a move that is perfectly accurate in the rain. There's a lot of issues with this guy. And unfortunately, our only good answer to it, like, the best answer to it is Magnezone, but sadly we don't have one of those. Togedemaru could, like, almost maybe do something, but, like, not really. We would have to level Maisie up too much. So, we are going to swap to Corviknight. We are going to get rid of Iron Head and replace it with Smart Strike, a move that can never miss, for what that's worth. And we are going to hope that we can kill it with the Smart Strikes. The nice thing is there are only 8 Hurricanes. If we live through all of them, we can pretty safely navigate a couple Dragon Pulses with our Roosts. Every time it uses Double Team, that's a free turn for us. And the other nice thing is we technically don't have to hit it all 4 times. We just need to get it twice. We have a Person Berry. Hurricane has a 30% chance to confuse you every time it hits you. And even if you get confused, it's still only a 1 in 3 that you hit yourself in confusion. The odds aren't great, but they're not awful. And I'm pretty sure the higher your HP, there's like some AI that increases the odds it clicks Double Team. So that's nice too. But essentially, we are going to swap to Corviknight. We are going to try to kill it with Smart Strikes and Roosts. If Corviknight gets a little too... we have our backup plan. Basket Legion has been leveled up to 80, not 81. Basket Legion has Spell Tag. Poltergeist is a perfectly accurate move, and we outspeed Noivern in the rain. So if Basket Legion can swap in on either, needs to specifically be in on a Hurricane. Basket Legion needs to swap in on a Hurricane, and the nice thing is if it swaps in on a Double Team, it can potentially air stall by clicking Shadow Sneak. But if it swaps in on a Hurricane, doesn't get crit, and doesn't get confused, it can pick up the KO with Poltergeist if Noivern's been hit at least twice. Now, depending. The reason being is that we don't want to bait Ferrothorn in 4th. Baiting Ferrothorn in 4th fourth isn't a run ender, but it means we're very likely to lose someone. Most likely Slowbro. It's just really hard. Explosion is explosion, you know? The nice thing is that at the very least, if Ferrothorn does come in early, superpower on Basculegion, fast 2-hit KO, it can never click Curse. But what should happen is if we get hit by Hurricane at level 80, the lowest roll of Hurricane shows a kill to Darkest Lariat on Poliwrath for like 184. Let me double check my math, but I believe that is the case. So we have 303 minus 118 comes out to 185. Darkest Lariat is... Okay, we have to pre-damage by 1. So it's 184. That's fine, though. Pre-damage rose to 70. Pre-damage Bask to 302 HP. Because let me double check that I did that right. 303. Noivern, Hurricane, lowest roll. Yeah, minus 118. 185, yeah. Because the problem is that Basculegion outspeeds both Ferrothorn and Poliwrath. And if our HP gets too low and Ferrothorn sees a kill with Gyro Ball, Ferrothorn comes in fourth. However, as long as we don't get crit, our HP should always be high enough to specifically bait in Poliwrath, and because of Spell Tag, it can't click Belly Drum because Poltergeist does at least 50% of its max HP. Now, assuming that we KO it, or KO Noivern with Corviknight on the field, Corviknight notably also does at least 50% with Brave Bird, but also doesn't one-hit KO, because we need to make sure that we get Poliwrath in. So Poliwrath always does more damage to Corviknight than Ferrothorn does, because it doesn't count Explosion. So it should always be Poliwrath sees fast, if not fast out damage, at least like faster than us, you know? Because if our HP is so low that Ferrothorn sees an out damage on us with Body Press, Poliwrath also sees an out damage on us with Liquidation. Now, there is some fiction with Poliwrath, assuming it comes in on Corviknight. If it comes in on Basculegion, it's actually perfectly safe. We're going to swap to Dragonite. If we suffer crit Liquidation, defense drop into second crit Liquidation, we would lose Dragonite. Spooky, but that's ultimately like 1 in over 1,000. Not the worst thing on the planet. And I'm pretty sure both of those rolls have to be like on the higher end. However, if we swap in on Darkest Lariat, get it with Dual Wing Beat on a Liquidation, and then get the KO with Extreme Speed. Now, the important thing is that we have taught Dragonite Fire Blast, and we have taught Slowbro Fire Blast. Because once Poliwrath goes down, in comes Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn cannot explode because it's the last Pokemon on their team. Fire Blast shows at least 50%, even in the rain, because quad super effective damage. Because it shows that we are faster than it and do at least 50% of its max HP, it cannot click Curse. Once we swap to Slowbro, get rid of Natural Gift, because Slowbro also needs Fire Blast. Slowbro also barely shows fast 2-hit KO with Fire Blast. We don't even need to click the move. We just need to show that it does over half of its max HP to stop it from setting up. So we are going to swap to Slowbro. We can only take damage from Body Press or Gyro Ball, which is not a lot. It has Iron Barbs, but we're hitting it with, moves that don't make contact. Gonna click Psychic, gonna click Future Sight, gonna click Slack Off, and we should be able to beat it in the War of Attrition. In case it takes so long, I don't think we need to worry about it running out of Body Press and Gyro Ball PP, but in case it does, I do want to track it, so that way we don't accidentally get exploded on because we PP stalled it too hard. We have Basculegion in the back as an option in case that happens. So that way, like, Basculegion can just kind of sit on it and click Superpower, ideally, and just kill it. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to set up a few places to count PP. This isn't because we're doing a PP stall. Again, this is just so that way I know how much of these moves they have left. I'm also going to do it for Noivern's Hurricanes and its stages for Double Team. So first things first, let's go to the Run and Bun, not the AI doc, the Trainer Battle doc. So I can confirm how much PP these moves have, because I don't know what slot is the top slot. I don't think it's actually Explosion, funny as that would be. Okay, that's you. Highest move is Gyro Ball. Okay. So Gyro Ball actually only has 8 PP. So 08 out of 08. Gyro. G-Ball. I think Body Press is 10. Yeah. 10 out of 10. B Press. Because this thing has leftovers and it's just really tanky, it's possible that we run into some issues. I don't think we should, though. Especially, like, Psychic has a chance to drop its special defense every time we click it. With Twisted Spoon, we do, like, a quarter of its max HP with Future Sight. And then I'll also record, like, Curse and, I don't need to record Explosion, I suppose. But Curse is 10. Because I think against a Ghost type, it would rather Curse up to 6 before exploding. Okay, and then for Noivern. .08 out of 08. Hurricane, confirming that Hurricane is in fact the top slot move. Hurricane, Dragon Pulse, yeah. I don't really need to check how many double pulse or Dragon Pulses it has. Uh, 10. And then its current double team stage. The other important thing also with Noivern is that Corviknight does at least 50% to it with Brave Bird, so it can't click Roost. Very important part of this. Same goes for Basculegion, obviously Poltergeist is 58%. Double team does 15. The team. Then I guess I'll just may as well record the 5 out of 5 roosts. No point in tracking the explosion PP on Ferrothorn, though. For reasons that I hope should be pretty obvious. Okay, let's go get our shit set up. Checking something really quick. Hi folks, this is your reminder if you're new here to join the Discord. We have one of those. We just got a lot of people in here right now, so I figured I should probably do my plugs. Join the Discord. We stream 3 to 4 days a week. It should be 4, but I keep missing streams. In my defense, I did literally have a migraine yesterday, but also that sounds like a whiny excuse. We're in the scary zone of Run and Bun. I have stress dreams about this game kind of regularly, so validate my choice to degrade my mental health by making my numbers big. Hey Zach, welcome to stream, bud. Okay, item take. Item take. Item take. Hannah was so cool for figuring out that blueberry tech. I am free of business school double week. Nice. I will literally fight for you for saying that having a migraine is weak. It's not a whiny excuse. It's literally computer screen is poison headache. Yeah, I know, but it's like, it sounds like the thing you say when you're trying to get out of doing something, right? Like, even if it's real, because obviously getting a migraine is like a very serious thing and it's incredibly painful and frustrating. But like if someone's trying to fake a non-visible illness, like that's the thing you say is, oh, I have a migraine right now. But I do get migraines. Thankfully not super regularly, but I have enough experience to know what they're like. I woke up and I'm like, oh, I can't read. Uh-oh. That's only, like, sometimes a problem for me. Okay. Garchomp. Torterra. Gorv. Tonight. Slabro. Give me these. Give me these back. Sorry we didn't get to use you for last fight freaking it. It just didn't quite work out. OMG, I was sick for like 5 days last week, early this week, and trying to do schoolwork. That sucked. Oof. It's been a while, and I'm not caught up, but that box looks empty. I mean, this is our death box. That being said, planned death, 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 planned death. Half of the deaths in this box were guys we expected to lose. Actually, over half, because I also planned on losing Zeb. Cleo was sad. I do wonder what my life would be like if we still had our kick-ass Crawdaunt. Smashing motherfuckers with Crabhammer. That being said, chat, I just once again want to acknowledge... Look at my Lucario's IVs. Look at my Lucario, who I have only used one heart scale on. Why is he so powerful? He is so strong, my cool dog. Like, Lucario is my favorite boy, and he knew that he was my favorite boy, so he really wanted to bring his A game. And I'm so grateful, because Boltcario has done so much for this team. But you're not a part of this fight, bud. What? What happened?
And it's a fucking spider, and it's just right there in front of me.
Oh, cruelty for my wife.
I literally, I don't like frostbite spiders. They're not as bad as regular spiders, but I do not like them.
Chat.
I usually look in the corner of the screen when I'm fighting them, and instead I'm looking right at all 8 of those eyes.
I don't know if you can hear it, chat, but my wife is currently in the throes of scrimming it. She's straight scrimming. Scrimblow, Bimblow. Rolling up my scarf real quick and putting it out of the way. Put my scarf near Scarf Boy. Okay, so first things first, the easy part. Grab Endless Candy, and we are going to level up Diosa once. Okay, we want Diosa at that level so that way she can have the most HP possible and still bait in Poliwrath. Alright, let's fly back to Fortree. Okay, gotta go again. Take care. Thanks for stream. Thanks for hanging out, Kyo. Enjoy your Costco spoils. Okay. Throw Team Aqua away. So we need Fire Blast. We're going to teach that to the only 2 people on our team who can learn it. Farewell, Brick Break. Hello, Fire Blast. hope I did this right. Get rid of natural gift. Okay. I should also... Let's really quickly look at Torterra HP. Because we want to make sure that we properly pre-damage. So that way we have the highest odds of Corviknight swapping in on a Dragon Pulse. Just because, like, Hurricane can confuse, and it's like, not even particularly unlikely that Corviknight swaps in on Hurricane, gets confused, and then gets confused again before it has a chance to act. So we want to maximize our odds of that not happening. So, Torterra, you need to be at 78. 78 plus. Okay, so 259 divided by 16 for turn 1 on Toxic. Plus 16. And then 259 divided by 8 is 32. Plus 32. Comes out to 126. And then we want to account for the lowest damage on a Hyper Voice, which is 91. Brings us to 217. Mark this here for memory, but just to double check my math. Because now we need to see if it takes a highest roll of Weather Ball. We're still fine. 217 minus, as we established, it was 16 and 32. Minus 16. Minus 32. Minus 120. Drops us to 49. Well within Dragon Pulse range of 78. And then 217 minus 16 minus 32. 169 minus, yeah, lowest roll of Hyper Voice. Minus 91. Drops us to 78. Exactly within Dragon Pulse range. Okay. Pre-damage Tort to 217 HP. Yep, Basket Legion always baits specifically Thunderbolt or Glare. I think odds are higher that it's Glare. Okay. I'm just going to manually set damage once we get there. Because, like, it'll be fine. Okay, well, at least for Torterra. Or I'll Toxic Torterra when we get there. Okay. Scripting. Unavailable script. Copy, paste. Pre-damage, slot 1 to 70. Pre-damage, slot 2 to 302. Confirming that I have leveled up Basket Legion and he has 303 HP. Good. I don't want to accidentally, like pre-damage to above max HP. I don't know if that would, like, bug the game. Pre-damage, slot 3 to 217. Okay. It doesn't matter what we give Rosa Raid is the annoying thing. I just think we don't give Rose anything. Okay, Diosa, you need the spell tag. turtle. You get the zoom lens. Willow. You get the humble Persimberry. Deirdre, it also doesn't matter what you get, so we'll give you a citrus just in case. It's a waste, but it's fine. And Kaylin gets the Twisted Spoon. I also still need to teach Smart Strike to Corviknight. Chat, just a note, this is a fight that can wipe us, potentially, if we get unlucky. So, hope for the best, right? Interesting, we can give Smart Strike to Torterra, that's kind of cool. It's a shame we only have the one flex slot. Unfortunately, we do have to get rid of Willow's trusty Iron Head for it. So a debuff of 10 base damage. It's like, we could try to use Defog for the funnies, but that's not really, you know, super secure because it can just re-up its evasion with Double Team. Equip Ask a Spell Tag, equip Tort with Zoom Lens, equip Corv with Persimberry, equip Slow with Twisted Spoon. We don't need an item on Roserade, we don't need an item on Dragonite. We did give Dragonite a Citrus Berry for emotional support. No, it is actually better without that Citrus Berry now that I think about it. I'm gonna give it the Silk Scarf. Just to boost the damage of extreme speed. Also, I should probably get everyone in the calculator set up for this. Okay, no adjustments to Roserade. No adjustments to, yeah, level 80 holding a spell tag. Have the zoom lens, level 81. Has Smart Strike, has Persimberry, has Silk Scarf instead of Wide Lens. Just in case. Has Twisted Spoon, has Fire Blast. Has Fire Blast. Okay. Chat, if this wipes us, I will be okay. I really hope it doesn't, but I will be okay. And I have emotionally prepared myself for this. Let's get this shit. And again, I'm just going to pre-toxic Torterra onto right in front of the trainer. Because, like, we won't take enough damage to get the pre-damage there with Toxa to just save us all the effort. Good luck, you've got this. I do. Thank you, Izzy. Left. Right. Up. We beat up him. We beat up her. Okay, annoyingly, I don't actually know where the trainer is. So I could just pre-toxic Torterra now. We do have an amount of flex HP. Pre-toxic. Slot 3. Because yeah, if we start the fight with slightly less HP than we're expecting on Torterra, that's fine. We have like 40 flex HP. I know I just saved, but I'm doing it again. I am going to set Torterra's HP back up. I'm just going to use a potion and then walk left and right. One, two, three, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Need to be down to 217. 225. Also, I pre-damaged Rosa Raiden Basket Legion, right? Yeah. I'm also gonna take my little sweater off here because I'm getting kind of warm. Anything to delay the inevitable, you know? I'm also gonna let Hannah know that we're about to go in. Grunt number 6. Okay. 220. $217. Final check. No held item. Leaf Storm. Spell tag. Poltergeist. Pre-damage to 302. Level 80. Pre-toxic Torterra has Earthquake, has Zoom Lens. Persimberry has Smart Strike. Has Roost. Has Fire Blast. Has Dueling Beat. Has Silk Scarf. Twisted Spoon, Fire Blast. Let's do it. Chat, send me your power. Out comes Politoad. Out comes Rose. Drizzle. Leaf Storm 1-hit KOs. Don't need a held item. We show a fast kill to Heliolisk, so it comes in second. Good. Heliolisk only sees a kill with Hyper Voice, so we are going to swap to Diosa, who is immune. Alright, It now sees that its highest damaging move is Thunderbolt, or it could go for Glare to try to make us slower than it. Both of those moves do 0% damage into Torterra. We are going to swap to Torterra. Oh, Thunderbolt. That was like a 15%. Okay. It could click Hyper Voice or Weather Ball. It's much more likely to click Weather Ball. It doesn't matter which one it clicks. We are going to KO with Earthquake. Weather Ball does a max of 120. Zoom Lens lets us ignore Bright Powder. In comes the demon. All right. Best case scenario for Noivern here. It clicks Hurricane and it doesn't confuse us. Second best scenario, it clicks Double Pulse, or Dragon Pulse. Izzy, it can never click Double Team because it always sees a KO on this turn. So, best case scenario, a Hurricane that doesn't confuse, followed by a Dragon Pulse. Worst case scenario, Hurricane that does confuse, or of course, critical hit Hurricane confusion. We are going to swap to Willow. Hurricane does a max of 25%, Dragon Pulse does a max of 19 without crit. No confuse. Okay. That was maybe the single scariest turn. Now I need to be considered about this. We still have our Persim Berry, so I am going to go for our first Smart Strike instead of Roosting. Double team. Nice. Oh, that's really good. Okay. Smart Strike obviously can't miss. We guaranteed to get our 2 Smart Strikes in. We have avoided the worst case scenario. We'd love to see it click Double Team again. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to risk swapping to Diosa. I want to play this as safe as possible. Can we see a third Double Team? No, I think because now we show a kill with Brave Bird. We always hit through this. If it's no confusion, we're safe. We're safe. We're through Noivern. We are through Noivern. Because just confirming. And actually, if it can get our HP really low, we might be able to show a kill to Poliwrath with moves other than Liquidation, and that would be really good for us. Because let me confirm, critical hit Hurricane does a max of 94 damage. It never kills us. Gonna get this screenshot for Hannah. Oh, critical hit's really funny. Okay. So, we're not out of the woods. There is some fear here. Poliwrath. Do you see a kill? Okay, you don't see a kill with Darkest Lariat. You do see a couple kills with Drain Punch. That's really good. So it should be Poliwrath in for a fast kill with Liquidation. Or potentially Drain Punch. Good. Okay. If we see Drain Punch, we win. I'm pretty sure. If we don't get crit by Liquidation, or if it doesn't drop our defense, we win. We swap to Deirdre. Liquidation. No crit. No defense drop. Okay. Most it can do with Liquidation is 108. We click Dual Wing Beat for 76 to 90%. Crit. No defense drop. Funny though. Okay. And we have extreme speed to sink the KO. Alright, last in should be Ferrothorn, who I think even sees a KO with Gyro Ball, so it's definitely never clicking Curse. Yeah, it does. 121. Okay. Assuming I did my due diligence, this Ferrothorn should be incapable of clicking Curse. We are going to swap Deirdre to Kaelin. I am still going to count PP, just in case. G-Ball. 7 out of 8. For our first hit, we are going to... It has leftovers, so we want a Future Sight first. Body Press. 9 Body Presses left. We would love to see a special defense drop from Psychic. Body Press. It has leftovers, so that's why we did Future Sight first. To no point in using Psychic and then letting it heal off that 2 damage while we set up Future Sight, you know? Body Press. Kind of crazy. Oh, no, Body Press is higher odds here. 7 presses. It has 14 PP left. In comes Future Sight. Body Press does 9 to 11%, by the way. Lamau, XD even. Okay. We'll click Future Sight, then slack off. Gyro Ball. 6 G-Balls remain. I mean, I could get in another Psychic, but no, I should be smart. Yeah. The fact that it has not set up Curse means at this point, means I've definitely done my shit correctly, which is great. Okay, go for a Psychic. I'm sad we haven't gotten a Spadef drop yet. That'd be really funny. Oh, that was a Body Press, right? Okay. Does 21 to 25%. Set up another Future. Body Press down to 4. At this point, it's no longer leftovers. It's just the main meal. Psychic. Crit. No Spadef drop. But I believe our next Psychic kills. G-Ball. And if it doesn't, the Future Sight will. Oh, I've been dreading this fight. Literally, look at the title of today's stream. Look at the title of today's stream. Fuck you, Aqua Grunt number 6. Fuck you. Okay. Send this to Hannah. I'm also going to, been dreading this for fucking days. Thank God. I gotta head out now, but I might be back on later. That's fine, Iz. Thanks for being here for as long as you were. Okay. I don't have this next fight cooked. Funny enough, I do have Grunt 8 kind of cooked, but obviously we can't do that next. This fight is like cleaning. What do you mean? Oh, just like you dread it, but then once it's finally done, you feel so much relief. Hold on. So I gotta text someone else because I asked for them to send me their luck. Okay, Turtle, you get a proper antidote. Do I not have any? I guess I'll use a full heal. You get a luxury antidote. Ugh, get me out of here. I do want to know where this warp panel goes, but I'm too scared to step on it. I think it's where we go to get the Master Ball, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it didn't even confuse us once. Which I suppose that's the kind of secret note of that screenshot I sent Hannah, is that Willow still has her item, so she didn't even, like, need the Person Berry. Oh my God. Oh yeah, I hope it's the yummy kind. I mean, considering that the antidote for poison in Pokemon games are peaches, I imagine it is a delicious little concoction. If maybe a bit medicinal, because it's not in berry form. I wonder if there's like a lore reason for that. Like a folklore reason, I mean. So this next fight is really fucking annoying, and I don't have it fully calced, but I think I've got some ideas. Let's take a look. Really quickly though. Gonna meet that. Gonna click here. I don't think I want to keep listening to a cutie lakefront. Screw it, I'll put on the playlist relaxing Pokemon music ambience to heal your soul. Alright. Turn off the rain. So the demons of this fight are Caracosta, and Octillery, and Starmie. I fucking hate this place. So let's see. The nice thing is we have Slowbro, and I think we might be able to do some belated future sight damage shenanigans, which is pretty cool. Big stretch. Really big stretch. So Caracosta here, sturdy, quick claw, stealth rock. You can't kill it in one hit, even if you try to do the rapid spin away rocks or the knock it down to sash, and then correction. There is an easy way to beat Caracosta, which is to send in not Eldegoss, send in Delmise. Yeah, that's so funny. It's faster than Caracosta. It's send in Delmai's turn 1 power whip. No, wait, we're not. We can't be faster than it. So we need to be 79. Yeah. Power whip and then rapid spin. But if it clicks Stone Edge turn 1, that's not good. The alternative version of this is Eldegoss, who only dies to high roll critical hit Stone Edge, but that's not good. Or we could PP stall with our good friend Slowbro. Kalen the Slowbro, who takes 61% per Stone Edge. Notably, doesn't even need to be pre-burned because Ice Beam's so low. 69% with Twisted Spoon. Pretty good. Yeah. Would we be able to hold Twisted, though, is the question. Because this should have 8 Hydro Pumps, 5 Stone Edges, 10 Ice Beams, and then an assortment of rocks of various stealth. And we could try to do this in a way where it doesn't have rocks up, or we could try to do this in the way where we get to KO Octillery and Starmie with the power of Freaking It. Because Freaking It's real fucking cool. Yeah, I think we need Life Orb for it. But I believe the idea is essentially... How much do we do? Yeah, 63 with Twisted Spoon Future Sight. Plus 41. And then we need... Yeah, we need Life Orb for Fake Out Sucker on Starmie. So the problem with this fight is that the Starmie's really fucking fast and it hits really fucking hard. Brought to you by Hasbin Hotel. And it's got a fucking... Or it has analytics, so you've got to deal with analytic bug. Because I said fucking a bunch. I'm just doing the... What? My wife is displeased with my low tier meme. Okay. Anyways. We could... Words are hard. Typically the way that you get something in on the Starmie is you sack for it. Kecleon coming in against Starmie is able to fake out for 22% and then fast KO via Sucker Punch, which is pretty good. Now, the thing is, then in comes Octillery, and Octillery's real weird. Well, I mean, hold on. Is there anything that kills? Because Kecleon would specifically be a dark type. Does that alter anything? 75%, 65%. 62%. Okay, no. So yeah, it would always be Octillery coming in for fast out damage. Now, the problem with this Octillery, Sniper Quick Claw. What the fuck are you gonna do about it, right? Water Spout crit does a bajillion damage because Sniper says that crit damage is 225% rather than 150%. We, in theory, have a way to get through this guy with Kecleon. Where essentially what we do is we pre-damage Kecleon so that once it loses a chip of HP to Life Orb, because let me look at good old Sucker Punch. It wouldn't be Fire Punch, it would be Brick Break. 53%. Excellent. Yeah, because Life Orb. So at some point, Slowbro would click Future Sight into Caracosta to do about 69 to 82%. The upside to Sturdy is we can't accidentally kill it too soon because it's got too much HP. Or you can't one-hit KO it is the main thing. So we click Future Sight into it. We could even actually just click Psychic. We want to get it to HP down so that way Kecleon can kill it in a single hit. Oh, Kecleon, do you speed tie it? It doesn't matter that you speed tie it because it'll be PP stalled down to just Stealth Rocks. Cool. It's really funny though. Yeah. So we use Slowbro and Corviknight against it. Let me confirm that it has PP in the orientation that I think it does. Apologies for all of the slurred speech today, chat. I'm still coming down from that last fight. Jesus. Okay. So, Trainer Doc. Hydro Pump is top. Hydro Pump's top here. Cool. Chat, sometimes the move order here is incorrect. And since the top slot move is the one that is PP maxed, I have to like make sure that, you know, that's all correct. Although it's worth noting, Fire Blast, what if he gave you Rock Smash again? Yeah, because Rock Smash does like nothing. And then we could use Rock Smash, because at that point, like, how low does your defense need to be for Kecleon to just be able to get you? Geekleon. Like, Brick Break 80. Yeah, so all we gotta do is Rock Smash it twice. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I think we want Rock Smash for this. God, Slowbro has such a good, like, flex slot. I'm so glad we didn't have to teach it Growl for Lily Cove Rival. Yeah, we're never at risk of killing it with, like, 2 Rock Smashes. Could probably even get in 3. I'm just trying to think about how to most effectively stall turns against this thing. Yeah. So, essentially, what's going to happen is Slowbro clicks Slack Off while it goes through all of its stone edges. I believe as long... Well, okay, it'll be Stealth Rocks first, probably, and then a bunch of stone edges. This would be so much easier if I didn't need Twisted Spoon. But yeah. Sorry, my words are fucking all over the place. I don't know why I'm so scattered. I literally just said it earlier, but like... Okay. It goes for Stealth Rock. We slack off through its 5 stone edges. We do unfortunately need to be kind of careful about it. Make sure that we slack off on like all of the first 6 turns, just in case. We don't want a stone edge getting us, because if we get a double crit, that would kill us. Hell, potentially just crit high roll into regular high roll. But once it's out of stone edges, it'll start using its Hydro Pumps. We can click a couple Rock Smashes. Hi, Slime Girl Warlock. Welcome to stream. We just got through a really scary fight. So we click Rock Smash, Slack Off. The idea is to stall it out of Hydro Pumps, which we have a lot more flexibility with. We can take up to 2 of those in a row. Now, what I'm trying to determine here is what's safest. Because we have 10 slack offs. 1, 6. So that would leave us with 4 left. There is alternatively a version where I opened with someone else on the Stone Edge turn and swapped to Slowbro, but it's basically the same thing as if we had clicked Rock Smash turn 1. I haven't seen anything about this hack, TBH. All I know is that it's hard. It's incredibly hard. We've been at this run for a long time, and the prospect of losing it all is terrifying. But we hold strong. Oh, hey, Volt Flare. How long have you been here? So, if we stall out all of its stone edges and hydro pumps, we can swap to Corviknight, who we have pre-burned to be able to roost through all of its stealth or all of its ice beams. And once it is out of those, it... Ooh, well, hold on. Yeah, that's right. We need to get Caracosta below half HP, so we can't click Rock Smash. Well, we could. We could Rock Smash until its HP is below half. Once a Pokemon's max HP is below half, it can't switch out. I'm glad I remembered that part of it. Also, thank you very much for the sub, Volt Flare. Hope you're enjoying the stream. So, HP below 50%. So maybe we do just use Future Sight. And then, like, what, we swap around a little? Depending. Or no, I think what I do is I find a member of the team who baits Hydro Pump as highest damage move. I could also go for Seismic Toss. 34%, not bad. 2 clicks of that. Puts it within the range. Point is, once it's out of all of its moves, except for Stone Edge, we get to swap back to Slowbro, click Future Sight, swap to Kecleon, who we have pre-damaged to, after 1 tick of Life Orb damage and Stone Edge, be at 153 HP for Water Spout. So once we KO Caracosta, the AI will see that the first thing that is faster than Kecleon and one-hit KOs it is Octillery. It will then take 60% from their big ol' Future Sight that we set up with Slowbro, and then with a Sucker Punch, we're able to sink the KO on the following turn. Is kind of how I figure it would work. I think that's not too bad. Yeah. Ooh, I don't know what this song is, but I like it. Worth noting, Future Sight, can you crit kill it? You can. Thankfully, I don't think that matters. Yeah, I think if Future Sight crit kills, it doesn't matter, because it's always going to be, I think it's always going to be Starmie. Actually, not 100% certain. Or would it be Gliscor? In theory, it doesn't matter, because we're sacking to get in on Starmie anyways, but... Because, like, yeah, if we're, especially if we're a Dark type. Well, no, because... Yeah, because it's hard to tell if we went before Caracosta or not. Starmie's such a weird little guy. Because, yeah, assuming we are... Well, no, in this situation, we would be a fighting type. So we definitely die to Psychic. Because we're still killing Caracosta with a Brick Break. Which I should confirm that doesn't affect Water Spout. Yeah. So in comes Starmie, seeing a kill on us with Psychic. Probably. See, it's frustrating. Because... Well, no, there's no way I could... If I properly understood how Analytic Bug worked, right? Like, if I saw, okay, like, Kecleon... Yeah, like, if it doesn't see Kecleon as faster, and we knew it was going for Psychic, we could just Sucker Punch into Sucker Punch. It's actually really interesting. Can we guarantee that? Okay. Let me look at the bug list. Ability-related bugs. Analytic bug. AI checks if the opposing Pokemon moved first on the previous turn. If the opposing Pokemon did, it calculates like Analytic is boosted. If the opposing Pokemon didn't, it doesn't. This also extends to Bolt Beak, Vicious Rend, and Payback. Okay. I assume using Sucker Punch for priority does in fact mean that I went first, quote unquote. But... assuming it sees that it gets Analytic Boost, 85.2%. We 2-hit KO it with Sucker Punch without Life Orb. Black Glasses? Export, import. 38%. 63%. I might be able to chain kill the 2 demons of this fight with Kecleon without needing to sack. Because Kecleon, if we don't give it Life Orb, the only damage... Oh, no. Because we have to pre-damage to make sure that Octillery comes in. Though we could, at the very least, do it to kill Starmie. Because it would go for Psychic, right? We're a fighting type. It would go for Psychic. We would become Dark, and then we would finish it off with a Dark move. And then at that point... we're probably baiting... Because let's see, 73%, 65%, 62%. Yeah, they all outspeed, so it would just be Octillery in first because we don't show a kill to it. I mean, Octillery on Water Spout. Though this is a world where rocks are up. I don't think any of my crit-proof guys can get through this, sadly. That was so almost really cool. Yeah. Because I don't think there's a way to, like... Yeah, the problem also is switching counts for analytic bug, or not for bug, I guess. Switching counts as acting before them, so it means that if we were to swap anything into Starmie, it gets the damage boost. And it's just too much, man. I mean... No, because it goes for Thunderbolt, which is annoying. Yeah. Okay, so I think what we do... you're still streaming, yay? Yeah, welcome back, Pio. We haven't even hit 3 hours yet. Okay. It's true, it's a weekend, so we can go long. Though I want to finally sit down and play my copy of Resident Evil 4. I really want to do it, and I'm sorry, I got home and I was in a bad mood last night. I was sad last night, friends. So I was like, I don't want to play a video game. I want to sit on the couch and do nothing for 3 hours. Poor use of my time, I'll admit.
Don't worry, friends. I took care of her. I made her coffee and brought her sweets and put on funny YouTube.
Speaking of coffee, if it wouldn't be too much of an issue, I actually set the pot to heat up when I went to the bathroom earlier.
I did notice.
Would I be willing to get a black mug? Chat, look at my mug that I painted. Look at my mug. Isn't it cool?
I also did.
She also made a mug. Wife mug. It is,
Oh, go ahead.
got a little blood drop here. But then, the real secret. Ooh.
I can't tell you how fucking hard it was to put that in there. That was so difficult.
We made mugs.
Pio is my #1 cheerleader, and I'm always thankful.
Why the fuck? Oh yeah, painting inside of anything's a bitch to do. Yeah, she used a toothpick to get them, like, properly spread out. Okay, so... Yeah. I'm going to double check with Dexcord to confirm that, Sucker Punch provokes, whatchamacallit bug. Woof. Jesus Christ. I just looked at someone, the screen after someone's Archie fight, and the only thing left alive on their team is a level 89 Galissapod with 1 HP.
So, it only filled like half of it?
That's fine. I just want a little bit more. Nice. I assume... Sucker Punch provokes whatchamacallit, analytic bug. Because yeah, so let's assume it thinks that it's getting, or that we're a dark type. And that it's getting analytic. So it'll definitely see a kill with Hydro Pump. Which is good, because we need it in instead of us getting it with, like, knockoff. Hum 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 hum. Do I at faulty? I don't want to be annoying. I shouldn't be annoying. Okay. So yeah, it should see analytic damage on Hydro Pump. Kecleon at this point will have taken 2 ticks of Life Orb damage plus Stealth Rocks. Pretty sure it's only Hydro Pump. Yeah, it's definitely 12.5% plus 2 like 9.9%. Though we need to consider what it would require to bait in Water Spout on Octillery. So we need to have 153. 203 divided by 8 is 25, so 153 plus 25 plus 20 is 98. So we pre-damage by 5. Your determined nature is praiseworthy and admirable. Are we talking about my wife? Yeah, so I had to draw the with the tip of a pencil, not into the mug. Or, yeah, draw with the tip of a pencil into the mug, paint it over it, realized I couldn't see it, had to wait for the paint to dry, redraw it, and then use bumpy paint to paint it again. Again, holding it with, like, the tips of my fingers, got it there with a toothpick to push the bumpy paint around. She did so good. She did a real good job.
I did. I kind of wish I kept it as just black and red instead of trying to put the gold accents. Because I feel like the rest of the mug is too plain now.
You feel like the what?
I feel like the rest of the mug is too plain now. I kind of wish I just kept it red and black.
Yeah, I understand.
But
I think it still looks great.
I'm still
And I like that our mugs matched like that, you know?
That is true. It's cute.
Mm-hmm.
They're so cute. Those two are so fucking cute.
Still too hot to sip. Has anyone responded to my ask yet?
I want to know why original Skyrim is the funniest thing alive. Why it keeps crashing.
All right. Anyways, oh, I can delete this now. Nice. I do think it's kind of funny that every time we do a stream in Aqua Hideout, we do 2 fights in Aqua Hideout. Okay. Ooh, I could probably teach Slowbro a move that does, like, nothing into Caracosta. Like, teach it Natural Gift, and then click it to do nothing. Because we're not holding an item. Like, Slowbro, what moves you get? Click Icy Wind into it or something. You totally can. Icky Wind. Yeah, it does like 9%. Click it once or twice. Well, no, because it into a critical hit psychic would kill. Fuck me. Because, like... yeah, unfortunately, they both take highest damage from Hydro Pump once Stone Edge is gone. Who about here pumping they Hydros? And all of this to get around a fucking Quick Claw. Teach it me first, which is funny. Yeah, Natural Gift, Secret Power. Like, what does Water Rock resist the most? I've got an app for this. Water, Rock. ×4 resists fire. How much does Fire Blast do? Is it less than Icy Wind? Probably not, right? It is, in fact, less than Icy Wind, but it could burn. And that's bad. Because, like, it's just so hard to be able to PP stall for, like... I mean, what, it's 13 PP between Stone Edge and Hydro Pump, assuming we don't need to worry about stealth, the one turn of Stealth Rock. Like, how much does Rock Smash do? First Bopper Rock Smash still does like 12% because Slowbro's too strong. And burning, you know, I think I already figured it out. I just got a Natural Gift. Because, like, I assume fails if the user is not holding a berry, yeah. Okay. But yes, then we bring out Kecleon, we beat up Octillery, our HP should be plenty low enough to bait in Starmie. Because, bare minimum, we have lost 203 minus 20 minus, we just checked that. It's divided by 16. Where did I check the... God damn it. Hold on. 198. 203 divided by 16 is 12. 171. Barely within Hydro Pump range. Assuming we're in the world where we accidentally crit Octillery and kill it with Future Sight. Funny as that would be. That's the annoying thing about Run and Bun, is even good RNG can fuck you sometimes. Although, if we act after Caracosta because we are speed tied... Wait. Wait a second. That's... Oh, that's silly. Because, like, what we do... Yeah, because I think at that point it would just be Gliscor, right? Ooh, also, we might need to teach Kecleon Ice Punch, actually. Yeah. That's right. I think we need Ice Punch instead of Brick Break. That's okay, though, if we use Seismic Toss for damage. Well, 32%, 69%. No, that's enough. Okay, yeah, we can kill it with Knock Off instead of Brick Break. So in that case, we would be a dark type. Okay. So let's assume we swap in, we kill Caracosta with knockoff. We are dark type now. In comes Octillery. Assuming Octillery immediately dies, they would see that we one-hit KO Starmie and don't get one-hit KO'd in return. Gliscor would see that we one-hit KO it with Ice Punch and won't get one-hit KO'd in return. I think it would be Goodra. It would be. Which would be bad, because I do think Goodra can click Curse here. Unless... Oh, no, this would be Life Orb, not Black Glasses. I still don't think we do enough. Yeah. But, in this world... No, Kecleon would still have a Fake Out, wouldn't it? Or wouldn't have, yeah. You get what I mean. So what I'm trying to figure out is... I think we could use Future Sight to get Kecleon in... Or to get Kecleon versus Goodra in second. It doesn't quite kill. Fake Out into Ice Punch. Also, it's got leftovers. Ew. No, because if Kecleon swapped in, then Starmie would see Analytic Bug. So it would come in next, I think. Well, no. Yeah, because I'd be normal type. I wouldn't have taken enough from Stone Edge to show it a kill with Hydro Pump. This is so annoying. Someone's having a good time outside. Going to be the only bitch to have a purple calculator at work. So excited to prevent stealing of calculator. It's funny. Clever way to go about things. Okay. I just need to know. Because, yeah, we won't be a fighting type because we won't have access to a fighting type move. We'll be dark. Which thankfully doesn't actually affect anything, sort of. It's just the fact that we show it a kill with knockoff, so we have to make sure that it sees a fast kill on us first. This is also assuming a world where we can do the Slowbro line and use Twisted Spoon for killing Octillery, because I really want to get this Octillery out early. And I know for a fact we can guarantee kill Octillery, and that's the important part. Because if we kill Octillery, we don't have to worry about getting, or having to swap in on, like, yeah, a crit Energy Ball or a crit Water Spout, and it's got Quick Claw, so even if you don't swap in on that, it can still just get you. So I do think that alone makes this line worth doing. See, the problem I have is that I kind of like most of my Pokemon. I don't even know which one I would sack. I guess Cast Form. I feel like I don't get to do much with Cast Form. Because the question, right? Well... Because, yeah, if Octillery dies, and if Caracosta goes before us because of hashtag speed tie. Okay, let's just think about the world where... Yeah. Okay, so the problem, actually, is that, Maybe we don't want Ice Punch. We would ideally like Ice Punch, so that way... Oh, shit, it's like also Toxic Heal, so it doesn't even have Facade yet. We just want to prevent Gliscor from being able to click Swords Dance, right? In this world, would it just go for the first thing that's faster than us? Because, like, it's faster than us, but we out-damage it. It's faster than us, but we out-damage it. It's faster than us, but we out-damage it. So I do think, actually, it would still always be Starmie, wouldn't it? Let me check this out. AI Pokemon is faster than the players and OHKOs it. That is in this world where we only took our 2 bits of chip. So we are at 171. Just confirming. Yeah, 132. 126. So nothing would see a kill on us. If the AI Pokemon is slower than the players, but is not one hit KO'd by it, that is none of them because they're all faster than me. AI's Pokemon is faster than the players and deals more damage than it takes. That is... No, it's not true. Because if Starmie doesn't see a kill, then we always show out damage on it with knockoff. I should confirm body press, though. So we would be down to 171. So 126 divided by 171 is 73% life orb boosted. Ice Punch does, in fact, out-damage Goodra body press. So the funny thing is, actually, I think in this world, yeah, if it brings in Starmie second, then it is. It's not free, no, because we don't have a fake out. We could hope we get lucky, but I don't think that's how that works. I mean, like, analytic life orb, yeah. Sucker Punch was a little stronger. Hi, Curses. Welcome to stream. Okay. The AI Pokemon is faster than the players and deals more damage than it takes. We confirm that is none of them. The AI Pokemon is slower than the players. None of them are slower than us. The AI Pokemon is faster than the players. So it would, in fact, always be Starmie third, because it's just the first thing that's faster than us. In this world where we kill Octillery with the thing. And the nice thing about that is it should mean that at that point, Kecleon still baits in. Well, because we take 62% from Body Press and we take 66% from Hydro Pump. So there's never a point where we would somehow bait in Goodra but not Starmie, which is good. It should always be Starmie on Hydro Pump because we are a Dark type. So in that world, Starmie is clicking Hydro Pump. And this is going to seem really annoying, but what we have to do in order to beat it is swap to something that dies. Ideally, like, brave little cast form here. Swap in on Hydro Pump, die. By doing that, we get to bring Kecleon back onto the field. Resetting Fake Out. We click Fake Out once to do 20%, and then we sync KO with Sucker Punch. Once we do that, it will then just be the next thing in priority. Hell, I think, because we can perfectly control for what Kecleon's HP is going to be at this point, right? So it's 3 ticks of Life Orb and 2 rounds of Stealth Rocks chips, plus being pre-damaged. To... Was it 198? Hold on. I need to, like, write these down. I need a third calculator. Okay. So. We have 203 HP divided by 16. We have 203 H... Or no, it's not divided by 16. It would be divided by 8. 203 divided by 8. Then actually, I don't need multiple calculators. It's fine. Okay, so 153 plus 25 from stealth rocks plus 20 from 1 turn of life orb chip. Yeah, it would be 198. Okay, at which point artillery goes down, in comes Starmie. We then come back in on another round of... Okay, so 198 minus 20 minus 25, 153. We come in, we lose another 25, and then we lose another 20 twice for clicking moves with life orb. Glee score here. Sees a kill with, worth noting, it's not badly poisoned yet. So it would not see Facade. It would see Dual Wing Beat, and it would see Earthquake. But because of Ice Punch, it would never go for Swords Dance, and that is the most important one. So knowing that we don't have to deal with that, does quite a bit. Earthquake does so much to Greninja. If I could get Greninja in for free... Oh, Ice Punch doesn't even kill. Jesus. I'm sorry. Kecleon, what is your attack stat? 175. Why are you... Oh, because Kecleon gets stabbed with it. That's why. Okay. So, Earthquake or Dual Wing Beat. What swaps in well on both of those? Yeah, Electros. But then what, right? Because I think my answer to this thing is Dragonite. Instead of Fire Blast, we give it Ice Punch. And then, does Never Melt Ice kill? I suppose it doesn't need to, actually. Because Extreme Speed. So, I think that does it then? Yeah, because with Dual Wing Beat into Facade. Ooh, Facade crit could do a lot. It's really awkward. We might just have to take a risk. Because what I'm thinking here is Dragonite is slower than Gliscor, but without Never Melt Ice. We get rid of Fire Blast, we get Ice Punch. The thing is, if we come in on Earthquake, we instantly win. If we come in on Dual Wing Beat, we're only in trouble if we suffer some Dual Wing Beat crits. Unfortunately, it's really hard to pre-damage into the Dual Wing Beat crit zone, because one could crit and the other one could not. Because, like, as long as we suffer no crits on DWB. I hate that this is probably our best option. Yeah. Worth noting, it does have Poison Heal, so I do need to make sure that does enough. Is Poison Heal 1/8 or 1/16? Oop. Poison Heal 1/8. Yeah, so we actually probably need Never Melt Ice, which is unfortunate. God, I wish Kecleon could fake out this guy. So the funny thing is, I do think Dragonite beats Goodra. Because I think, funny enough, if you show something a fast 2-hit KO, it can't click Dragon Tail. I might be crazy about that. I think I heard that while looking at like Smant stream. So let me look. Gudra against Dragonite. Okay, so it shows 50% chance for Dragon Tail, so I could be wrong. Thankfully, at 81, we at least guarantee that it never goes for Curse. Because, yeah, if we can get in Mega Chomp on this thing, we just kill it with Dual Chop. Kind of not even that pressed if it clicks Curse, honestly. Maybe a little, because Gooey would make us slower than it. Would it, actually, if it clicked Curse? Because it's at -1. Yeah, if we're at -2 after clicking Dual Chop. Yeah. Wouldn't be ideal. I don't want to end stream early. I feel bad because I haven't done a lot of 4 hours on Saturdays and Sundays recently, but I'm also kind of thinking like maybe I should conserve my energy. This seems like a particularly annoying calc that I should like do off stream. Well, not necessarily off stream, just like I'm already so frazzled today. Castorm, what do you bait on Caracosta? Anything? That makes sense. I could sack Rapidash. Rapidash is like so okay though. Yeah, we have a plus speed Rapidash. This thing's kind of cracked. Wait, no, you still died to Stone Edge. Duh. What's weak to water but not rock? Rock. Excadrill could bait it. Or at least it would be like an opener, but the problem's that then what am I using Excadrill for, right? Earthquake, Dual Wing Beat, Facade. I do almost wonder. Basculegion. Basculegion, can we PP stall this Gliscor? The cursed phrase. Where is my Basculegion? It does take highest damage from Earthquake. Yeah, we run it through, I mean, it would only work if Facade had 15 PP, and I think it has 10. It has 20. Interesting. So, I don't think... Yeah, it has 16 Earthquakes. That's really funny, actually. Corviknight's also really good at PP stalling it. Not really, I suppose, because it doesn't show it. It doesn't prevent Swords Dance. Actually, does Basculegion prevent Swords Dance? No, it doesn't. Neither does Dragonite, now that I think about it. None of our guys are fast. Which is actually kind of an advantage. Like, if it could click Swords Dance against Dragonite while we do our Ice Punch turn. Oop, that's a move, not an item. Yeah, we would need NVM though. I mean, does Walrein just do it? I suppose Walrein kind of just does it, actually. Like, in theory, there's a hell world where we suffer... But even then, I think we could probably... we know it's going to be Dual Wing Beat, or it's going to be Earthquake. I think we could probably pre-damage to a point where Earthquake crit. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think Walrein just beats this guy. That's nice. And then with Gudra, the problem is that then Gudra might click Curse, which is not good. Because we are slower than it. I could, in theory, click Charm into it, but... Well... Okay, do we have a scenario where we can beat it if it just clicks Curse, right? arguably Mega Altaria? Yeah, if it goes up to, especially because we're doing special attacks, so it doesn't boost itself out of range. It would ignore Facade, but like, yeah, we could just send in Mega Altaria. Because it would never go for Dragon Tail against Walrein unless we're really low on HP. And even then, I don't think that's possible with the Citrus Berry. Okay. I think I might have the line. Won a small VGC tournament. Oh shit, Izzy, nice. What was it for? Did you post about it in the Discord? Yeah, because as long as Altaria doesn't come in on Dragon Tail, like, all we gotta do is like, okay, let's assume you get to Curses once, Curses, so Curses on Switch, Curses on Perish Song turn. The main thing is we would need to be able to swap out after a certain point. If it's going for Aqua Tail, I don't think it could ever get to +6 attack, which is nice. And also worth noting, actually, I think it can only curse once. Because once it curses, it drops its speed to be slower than us, and we show a fast 2-hit KO with Hyper Voice. So, yeah, I think Altaria just beats this thing, and then we swap to Slowbro on the final turn for tanking Aqua Tail. Could probably also swap to Dragonite, depending, or it wouldn't be Dragonite, it would be Walrein. Okay. So I think the last obstacle for this is to just make sure that Slowbro can in fact survive long enough to PP stall 1 Stealth Rock, 8 Stone Edges, or 5 Stone Edges and 8 Hydro Pumps. And I think that's pretty doable. I might just need to be willing to do a little bit of risk. Okay. I like this. I like this line. I think it's pretty good. There were the same amount of Regice as Urshifu used. Is Regice having a renaissance right now, or is it like a special gimmick tournament? Yeah, no, we've got a good chunk of people in here right now, so I might want to just raid out while we have like a good-sized raid to give. Also, friends, remember, if you're new here and you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to drop a follow. Don't forget to join the Discord. Got it pinned right up at the top of chat. No, I mean, there were only 6 entrants. I see. And 2 people used Regice. Well, 2 people are very funny. Cheesemo's streaming Run Bun right now. Ooh, you know what? Let's raid into Shockingly Gongus, who I think is, Kaya Coliseum's mod, who, like, followed me for some reason. Shockingly Gongus. Can I spell this right? Yes, I can! Yippee! We beat what is arguably the biggest RNG check of this, like, entire fucking place. I know that I keep saying that. I know I keep saying that we're coming up on the big scary fight with the really difficult RNG check, but that was the big scary fight with the really difficult RNG check. I think I have a pretty solid line for the fight after this one, and then after that it's just Aqua Admin Matt. And, like, I mean, it's not an easy fight. It's like a notoriously difficult fight, but I have been told we have a lot of the really good answers for him. We have Garchomp with Bulldoze. We've got fucking Turtonator. Just a lot of really cool guys. So we're going to see how that goes. That being said, folks, until then, I'd like to thank you so much for joining me. I have been April. She has been May. You have all been incredible. Next stream tomorrow evening. And I will catch you all in the next one. Have a good night. Sending out the raid. And ending the stream.